Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and welcome back to my channel. In this lecture, we're going to see a very important concept dotted around one of the popular DBMS, MySQL. Before that, let me explain what is data, what is database, what is database management system, what is SQL, what is MySQL, what is NoSQL. So at the end of this video, you have pretty much fair understanding about how can you write SQL queries to communicate with MySQL database management system, right? So very first thing I'm going to explain is what is data. So we have already seen in our previous classes, we have created while learning statics, we have created so many tables, we have inserted so many data also. So let's say this is an employee detail table, right, where in employee ID, first name, last name, department name, these all are the fields and these all are the data. Let's say if I'll be the 11th employee of this company, so employee ID will be 11, then first name will be Shashank. So these all are the data which we are inserting, right? So we are inserting the data into the table, and now the collection of table is database. So let's say there is a database called company name, right? Now a company name can have n number of tables, right? Employee detail table, client detail table, employee salary detail table, revenue table. So n number of table a company database have, right? Just giving you an overview. So basically, if you'll come to the formal definition of database, so database is a collection of interrelated relevant data which is stored together to serve multiple applications, right? So this is all about database. Now let's head over to the database management system. As from the name, it has been clear that database management system is manages the database, right? So these all are the DBMSs: MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SQLite. These all are the DBMSs. Redis, MongoDB. These all also are DBMSs, right? Now what is SQL? So SQL stands for structured query language. We use SQL queries to communicate with these DBs, right? MySQL, PostgreSQL. However, NoSQL is not structured query language. Redis, MongoDB, Cassandra, HBase, Apache SQL, these uses NoSQL, right? So if we'll come to the formal difference between SQL and NoSQL, so SQL is relational database, NoSQL is non-relational database. SQL is predefined, SQL have predefined schema, and NoSQL have dynamic schema, and also like table based database. SQL have table based database, and NoSQL have document based key value store, graph store, like that, right? So today we're gonna mostly talk about SQL. How can we write SQL query to communicate with MySQL DBMS, right? Very first thing what you need to do is you need to install MySQL in your device, because I'm not going to let you know the installation part because this video will be lengthy. So I will post the link in description. You can go through that and install MySQL. So here I am giving path and then password which I have given while installation of MySQL. So very first thing what I'll do is I'll let you know how to create database in MySQL, right? Very first step, create and then name of database. So let's say name DB, anything you can create. Sorry, create database So I have created this NameDB database. How can I check? So you need to write show databases. So basically these commands which you are writing here is case insensitive. You can write in any cases, but best practice is to write in capital. Even I am also not habitual of writing in capital case, so ignore that. Show databases. Yeah, so if you'll see, I have created this name underscore DB. Now let me use that. So for that, use command and then name of database. So database has changed. Now we can create a number of tables inside this name underscore DB, right? Please zoom a bit. So now let me create one table. So for that, I'm using create table, and then name of table is users. First column name I want ID, so I am writing ID here, and then you need to write data type. So I want all ID should be in int, and now I am using one constraint, not null. I'll let you know what is constraint. Let me write it first. Yeah, so what is constraint? So constraint is just like a restrictions which we are putting on some column name. So let's say id is a column name, so we are putting this not null constraint over this id column. So this will ensure that id column cannot have null value, right? And auto increment will responsible for keep on incrementing the value of id. So let's say initially you have provided 100, so later on even if you won't provide id explicitly, then also it will be keep on incrementing the value, right? So while inserting the data, you will get to know the clear picture. The next one is name field. So name, I want this in varchar, and then I'm putting size, let's say 50. This is the data type. Basically I'm putting the same restriction, not null, right? And now I'll use one more constraint, which is primary key. Before that, let me explain what is unique key. We have already seen not null is a constraint which ensures that column cannot have null value. Similarly, unique constraint ensures that all values are unique, but it won't ensure all values are not null, right? So unique, if you will apply unique constraint, some value can be null also. But primary key is combination of both unique and not null constraint. So if you will make any field primary key, it means that you have applied both constraint. I mean, like, this is a combination of both constraints. So primary, if you have make id as primary key, it means id cannot be null and id will be unique, right? So let me make it primary key and then id. So this id won't be null, and also like all ids will be unique. This is my use case, so I have created like that. So if you'll see, I have created table. Let me check this description esc and then table name. So id and this name, data type is int and varchar, and this primary, and then auto increment, right? Let me insert some value to it. So for that I'll write insert into what? Table, right? So in this table, and then I need to provide the field name id comma name, and then values, initially 1, and then name is Shashank. So now let me check. Select star from users. If you'll see, one Shashank is getting inserted, which is the first row, 1 and Shashank, right? Let me insert for some more fields, some more values, sorry. So second name I want is Sumit, and as I told you, this auto incrementing will keep on incrementing the value of id, right? So we need not to write it explicitly too. Even if we will write, so it won't be an issue, 2 will be there. But even if you won't write explicitly, then also it will keep on incrementing. That's the reason why I have used this auto increment. So let's say name and Sumit, so next id will be 2. So I'll show you again. So if you'll see, it's already auto incremented, right? So this is how, let's say if I'm putting few more values, Ravi, so let's say, yeah. So if you'll see, all values are auto incremented, right? And these are other names which I have inserted to this users table, right? Now let me create one more table. Create table, and then table name is, let's say, likes, right? And in this user underscore id, this is the field I want to this I want integer type, data type, and then not null constant, and then the next one is likes varchar 50 not null. The case, it's case insensitive, you can write anything. That's the best thing I like in SQL. Okay, so here I have not made any primary key, so if you'll see like this, right? Now let me insert some data to it. Insert into insert into table name, which is likes, and then user ID and likes. These all are the columns, right? Column name, and then values. Inside these values, let's say if I am putting here 3, and then whoever is 3, Ravi likes let's say cricket, and then let's say Prince also likes cricket. Whoever is on 2, he likes football, let's say. Let's say TT 4, right? Select star from likes, and let me print that also. So these all are the two tables, right? Now I'll introduce with the fourth constraint, which is foreign key. We have already seen not null constraint. We have already seen what is unique, what is primary key, right? So not null ensures that column cannot have null value. Unique ensures that all values are unique. Primary key is combination of unique and not null. And now what is foreign key? So basically foreign key prevents action that will destroy the relation between two tables, right? So let me establish some relation between these two tables. So if I want to let's say make this user ID as foreign key, right? So this will point to the primary key of other table in the sense likes. This is a like table, so I want to keep this user underscore ID as foreign key. So this will point to the primary key of users table, which is ID, right? So let me create first. So for that I need, if I need to change some changes in table, so I need to use alter command, right? Alter table, and then likes. So this is the likes table, right? So I'm alter table, sorry. Add foreign key, and then this field I want to make foreign key, right? And then references, and then this users का ID, users का primary key is ID. Okay, alter table. Okay, this is, there is an alter table likes, add foreign key, and then user ID, and then references. Okay, so let me check the description. So if you'll see key is MUL, which means key we have made this user ID as foreign key. Now what makes, I mean like what this user ID will do now, what is the meaning of making this user ID foreign key, right? So let's understand it practically, because you can have, you will find n number of definitions. So let's understand this. So what is the meaning of making user ID as foreign key? So basically, let's say in this ID we have 1 to 7 values are there, right? So I don't want to, my use case is I don't want 10 in this user ID because it's not there in this table, right? So this is destroying the relation between this table because 10 is not there in table, and we are trying to insert 10 over in this likes, right? So basically once you will make this user ID foreign key, so it won't allow to enter any number which is not there in this primary key, right? So let's try this. So I am trying to insert into likes, and what I need to insert, let's say user underscore ID, which is foreign key, and then what is the another column, likes, and then values. In this values user ID, let's say 10 I am entering here, 10 or 20 whatever, and let's say football. So if you will see 10 is not there in this ID, right, which is the primary key. So basically user ID is a foreign key which is pointing to primary key of this users table, right? So in this ID 10 is not there, however we are trying to insert 10 to this table likes, right? So once we will execute this, you will get key cannot add or update because of foreign key, right? So this is what, however, if you use the same query if you want to insert, let's say one football, right? So it won't be an issue, right? So this is what the meaning of foreign key is all about. So basically you can it will prevent action that will destroy the relation between two tables, right? So now let's head over to what is join. So basically join in SQL are the operations performed to establish connection between two or more tables, right? So let me explain. Wait, let me create one more table. Let's say I am creating likes one, right? And user underscore ID and then likes, my bad, varchar let me insert few things. Likes one, let's say 2 also plays football, 3 plays TT, now here we can insert anything, let's say, right, select star from users, let me print this, select star from this likes one. So these all are the two table. Now we will see what is join, right? So join, as I told you, join is SQL operation performed to establish connection between two or more tables, right? So let's say we will talk about inner join first. So normal join, or you can say inner join. So what we will do is, so I'll explain. Wait. So there is one good website which I have seen, so you can go through that. Yeah. So if you'll see, this is the inner join, right? So users, let's say in this user table ID 1 2 3 4 5 is there, and these all are the names, and this like table, these all are the 3 1 4, these all are the user ID, and then likes are there, right? So what this will do is, this will take the common of users and likes. So inner join means intersection between these two tables. So this is user table and this is likes table. So intersection means the common thing, right? So if you'll see, we are doing, this is the query, right? Users dot name likes dot like from users join on users का ID and then likes का user ID. So we are doing join on users का ID and then likes का user ID, and what we are printing, select users dot name and likes dot like. So which means users dot name, which is this, and likes dot like, which is this. So this is the final output. So if you'll see, the common thing are getting printed, right? So 2 is not there in this table, so 2 we are excluding this 2 because this is not there in this user ID, right? We are doing join on ID and user ID, and 2 is not there. 5 is also not there, so, and here 6 is not there, right? So only common thing 1 3 3 1 1 4, these all are there, right? So 3, which is Maria, 1 Patrick, and then this, right? So this is how this is intersection. Left join, if we'll talk about, so let me click on this. So left join is you are including the left part, everything ID you are including, right? However, you are not you are including only the common part from right side, right? So let's say ID and user ID, if you are doing, so all ID is there. So if you'll see, all names are there in this name. However, in this like, only the common thing is there. Common thing in the sense, which is if you'll see, this is null. Albert is null because this is not there in this right. This is not common in this, right? So this is how this is what all about left join. Right join is, it will include the right side ka everything. So let's say likes dot user ID, which is the right side, and then user ID, users का ID and likes का user ID, if we are doing join on that, so it will include everything on right. However, it will include only the common thing of left side, right? Common thing in the sense ID and user ID का common. And outer join, it is union of left join and right join. This is all about join, right? So basically it's creating it's establishing connection between two or more tables. So it's pretty simple. Once you'll understand, I mean, like after seeing this, if you'll closely observe the things, how the things are working, if you'll closely observe the query, you'll easily get to know how the things are working. You can, once you'll started practicing these things, you'll get to know the exact difference between what is happening and what is not happening, why this is happening. So these all questions will be answered once you'll write the query, right? So let me show you. Okay, so inner join means, if we are doing join on this ID and user ID, so common things will be printed. So 1 2 3 and 10, so 10 is not there in this ID, right? So 10 won't be included. 1 2 3 is there in this, so 1 2 3 will be included. So let me write query. So select what we need to print. So users dot name and likes one dot likes from table name. So users dot users, from users join. So users is table name, right? I'm writing in the same join, and this is the likes one, and then on which field you want to perform join, ID and user ID, right? So users ka ID and likes ka user ID. So I will do the same thing. Users dot ID is equal to likes one ka user underscore ID. So if you'll see, as I told you, the common thing in this user ID, because I have performed join on ID and user ID. So what is the common thing? This is plain join, I mean normal join, inner join you can say, right? So 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, 10 is not there, so 10 is not included here, right? So likes are getting printed, likes and name are getting printed, right? So here users ka name and likes ka like we are printing. So name and likes are printed, and we have performed join on ID and user ID. So inner join means the common thing in this ID and user ID, which is intersection of two. So 1 2 3 is there in this user ID, 10 is not there, so 10 will be excluded, and 4 5 6 7 is not there in this user ID, so that will be excluded. So this is how you can perform inner join. Let's talk about right join. So you simply have to write left join. Let's say I am writing left join or right join, whatever. So initial left join. So left join means it will include everything from the left side, right? Left side mean ID, right? So it's including everything. All names are printed here, right? And it will include the common thing. So only likes are there for Shashank, Sumit and Ravi, right? Sorry, only likes are there for 1, 2, 3 and 10, right? So 10 is not there here, so athletics won't be displayed in this table. Only three things, 1, 2, 3, football, TT is there. So football, TT is has printed, right? However, it will include the left side ka everything. Similarly, a right join is you are put, I mean like it will include a right side ka everything. A right join. So if you'll see, it will include football, TT and athletics, and now it will check ki left side mein which is common. So 10 is not there, right? So it will be null in this athletics. Understood? So this is how you can perform left and right join. And now what is outer join, right? So it's combination, it's union of all left and right. So outer join is union of left and right, right? So what we are doing here is select username, likes, and right join, and then here union, and then I'll put the left join ka query. Yeah, so it will include all, right? Null, athletics and everything it will include. It will include the left side ka part and right side ka part. So if you'll see, let me show you again. Select star from likes 1, select star from users, so these two tables are there. Now we need to perform outer join, which means it will include the left side ka all IDs and then right side ka user, because we have done join on user ID and ID, right? ID is in left side and user ID is in right side. So we'll include everything. So here in left side 10 is there, right? 10 athletics, but here in right side 10 is there, but left side 10 is not there. So that's the reason why if you will perform outer join, so in right side athletics is there, but in the left side there is no name, because corresponding to ID 10 there is no name, because only 1 to 7 IDs are there, right? So this is how it will work. So it will include everything. So in this lecture we have already discussed keys, constraints, what is join, how to perform some operations. So you might have fair understanding about how to write SQL query. You can explore more commands. You can, in the next video we'll see how can we check the rest of the things, how exactly we can write complex queries for SQL, right? So this is all about in this lecture. Thanks for watching this video.